Hello, we're the Monkeys. I think if you ask that question to everybody who was at the forefront or the vanguard of what became a musical movement later, they'd all say the same. Because I think that's what happens. You get involved in it and it moves along very quickly, and you don't think about you don't see it from outside yourself, and you work so hard within it. And it's not until, as you say, hindsight later, that you think, wow, we actually did that. You know, it's you just go with the flow, and you can't believe what's happening. So, and especially for us personally, it happened so quickly. It was a matter of months as it started to go. You know, and then it just took off, and we were touring everywhere for a year or so before we had a chance to stop and look back. You know, so.
A good example would be when we played with Rob Zombie on the Demon Speeding tour in 2005. Sounded like a great idea until we turned up at the first gig and we had 6,000 Rob Zombie fans with their backs turned to us with their fingers in the air. Absolutely. Like this.
Hated us chanting, even hearing a note.
Yeah,
you know?
just chanting
no
zombie, zombie, zombie all the way through our set.
That
was pretty rough.
Playing at the Living Dead almost.
Yeah.
It's quite bizarre. Yeah.
I'm sure he set it up.
Ovation for the Neros, the fiddle while the world's burning down.
It is a prickly subject, age, though, isn't it, in rock music? I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it's nothing worse than seeing some balding middle-aged guy in tight pants and long hair saying, "I'm going to love you all night, baby," and, you know, after I've had 12 lines of cocaine and for the millionth time, you kind of think, But I think, you know, on the other hand, some people do break the mould, like Iggy Pop. It's amazing how much energy he throws into his sets. He's still, you know.
I think it's not so much age. I think it's how, if you get so stinking rich like some of these bands are, you're naming those names, Rolling Stones, then they really, you know, they haven't made a decent record since about 1972. They're so rich they don't need to do it, you know. They're lazy, they get together, they do, oh, you know, have you got any ideas? Well, I've got the, you know, these three chords here. Oh yeah, the same ones, right? You know, we've never been stinking rich. We're still hungry. We've still got loads of ideas buzzing around and stuff. And, you know, it does concentrate the mind being skint. So,
You haven't got enough ex-wives to pay for.
No.
A mission fit for heroes. The evidence is all overdue. A zombie land for zeros. Cradle to the grave and beyond, and beyond, and beyond. Mission fit for heroes.
Well, we used to have the police supporting us, didn't we? And I remember when Sting came into our dressing room, and he said, "Is there any chance I could have a bottle of red wine? Because we're the support act, we've got nothing in our dressing room at all." And Brian said to him, "No, take your hands off that and sling your hook, right? When you're top of the bill, you can have as much booze as you want, but you're not top of the bill now, and let that be a lesson to you to practice a bit more, get some better songs together, and then maybe you'll climb the ladder of success the same as we have."
Mission fit for heroes. The evidence is all overdue. A zombie land for zeros. From cradle to the grave and beyond. And beyond. And beyond. Mission fit for heroes.
This is the BBC World Service saying good night.